YouTube can see it 3 times. That's okay.
Hey, okay. I think okay. There we go. We're on. We are back.
Yes,
yeah, I think
back.
here we
Let's
go.
go.
Holy cow. Let's see if it's going to work now. I've got to pull us up on YouTube and see. Hey, there we are. We're live. Yes, these things are good. It appears to be working. All right. Anyway, hey
it
guys.
looks good to us.
Yeah.
All right. I think things are good. By the way, if you're here and we got to redo the hit the like button thing. So go ahead and do that, please. Hopefully you caught the intro.
Subscribe
if you
haven't
didn't,
already.
yeah. Please subscribe. All that good stuff. Okay. So what the heck are we here for? Let's just get to it here. We're here for the DTD After Dark uniform review of the AFC West.
AFC West.
Which this I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of proud of this graphic. I mean, yes, I stole all the images,
It's a good graphic.
but I really tried to make it
No,
look
that's really
3D with Justin Herbert in front of Austin Eckler, I think, and then Travis Kelce kind of running out from behind, even though he's smaller, I know, but I just tried to make it look
It's
3D.
forced perspective. It's
Yeah,
okay.
running
Yeah.
out from behind Herbert, and then the Broncos guy's there, whatever. But if you look, the Raiders guy on that graphic is actually coming out of the frame, like his arm reaches into the frame, and his foot
it's a
does
sick
as well.
graphic if you
So
guys
anyway,
looking at it.
that's all the kind of stuff that I look at and just pester myself over trying to make it look cool. So I hope it looks cool, and I hope some people see it and think, hey, well, that looks that way. Anyway, so AFC West uniform review. Hey, this is the Agman, Andrew, and Carissa. Who's Carissa
Still don't
here?
have a duct tape themed type name for her yet, but that'll come.
We'll get her.
Wait,
That'll-
okay.
It'll
Wait.
be like one of those aha moments.
Okay, are we? I'm sorry. Yes, it will be. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the feed and making sure we're not
I
glitching.
think we're doing
so
okay. I'm seeing a YouTube feed here on our end. And
Okay.
We're looking okay.
I thought I saw it glitch there, so I got tractor beam sucked me right in.
Yep, I think we're good.
Okay. So, yeah, we're here for the uniform review. That's Carissa. That's Eggman. That's Andrew. Hey, guys, we're doing the AFC West. But before we do that, little surprise, Eggman and I, Carissa, I don't know how much you guys have talked. Now, you guys, for those who don't know, are, I don't want to say on the road to being married because you're not engaged or whatever, but y'all are dating, have been dating for a long time, and
Yes.
you like each other pretty well.
Enough to live together, yes.
Okay, well, good.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, I got a chance to meet Carissa recently on that last trip I took. I was up where Agman is and met Carissa, and you guys have a great bond. And so, yeah, I think she's the one.
I think her headphones just cut out, so.
she's got headphones on too. So
What?
anyway, all right. Well, Agman, you all have been an item for what, 9 months, 10 months?
9.
Okay, and
A while.
I don't know if you've gotten to the point where you've got a lot of stories to tell, but I don't know if you've told her about the fast food review, of which I have dominated. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. The fast food fantasy draft that you and I have done. Have you guys discussed the lore of the? Oh my, that's a lot of F's, man. I give a lot of F's.
The fast food. Fast food.
I give it a lot.
Furious
Yeah.
food fights. I don't know.
Too food, too furious.
Oh my gosh, the Duct Tape Dynasty
too
fast
furious.
food draft, whatever. Anyway,
Fast food draft 4. is
yes,
what we're on now.
oh my gosh,
All
volume
right.
4. Yeah, so here we go. Anyway, I don't know if you had a chance to talk to her about it. Have you? Do you know the stories, Carissa?
I have heard a few of them.
Okay, and does he tell the truth about me winning, or? or
The whole truth and nothing but.
oh
think he's
yes.
fine.
So anyway, we decided that we need to do volume 4 of the fast food review. I mean, if you've seen them before, you're probably sick of it, but there's a couple twists in this one that I kind of like. We tried to mix it up a little. Obviously, we're adding a third person. So the honest
Yes.
thing is, Agman and I have done 3 fast food drafts ourselves, one against the other. You've absolutely dominated me. I don't know how it happens every time.
You and I have actually only done 2. You did Fast Food Draft Volume 3 with Dan, and I just popped on at
Oh,
the end
okay.
to give my thoughts.
Well, wait, are we 1-1?
Because apparently
Are we 1-1?
Uh,
Because I do think I won one of them. You dominated
No.
the first one.
the first one was all mine.
Yeah.
I don't know about the second one.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
I'm
know.
saying I won that one. So, oh my God. So if you guys win, then that means we'll be 1-1 and 1. So because
If
you,
she wins,
well,
then
no.
we both look like
Oh,
fools.
that's right. You guys aren't going to be doing the fast food draft together. We're bringing in
No.
a third person, which is a wrinkle to the draft. But I have also gone out and added a category, and I'm going to throw a little wrinkle in that as well. So,
That is a
Agman, do you
good
have
category to add?
the fantasy fast food draft, whatever that thing is? Do you have that slide up so you guys can see it?
I do. I need to make it a little bit bigger.
All right.
And then I need to make it to where I can see.
You do that on your
You.
end. I will explain the rules of the fantasy fast food draft, whatever. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories in there. The rules are you have to pick one from each category. You don't have to go in order. You can go whatever. And one, what did we call it? A wild card pick, which means you could pick. So we pick one from each category and then one additional wild card. The wrinkle in this year is the fact that we added a category called Is It Fast and included those things like with fast food. I mean, you got to have wings, right? And I know there's Wingstop on here, but we had to throw in Buffalo Wild Wings because let's be honest, it's not necessarily fast food, but it's almost like,
But it's
yeah.
it's good.
Oh, and we've got to put this category in there.
Couldn't not.
So that is the wrinkle that we've thrown in. But the other thing is regarding the rules. So I said one from each category and then a wild card. The wild card cannot be from the Is It Fast category. So you only get one from that category. Okay. Does that make sense? Any questions on that?
So we now have 7 picks. instead of
6, 7. Yeah, we have 7 picks. Yeah.
Okay, we got 7. Cool.
And,
okay, that's easy.
And
it.
it's a snake style draft. So Agman, you traditionally have been the scriber for DTD. So do you have a pen and paper handy? Are you able to kind of keep track of what we're doing? We're not going to flip a coin and do the
No, I've got it.
and do the who's going first thing and who's on
first?
second and all that good stuff. We're going to be
gotta get
gentlemen, and we're going to let the lady go first. And then Agman, since you're sitting next to her, we'll just kind of go what appears to be clockwise, at least to me, which is, by the way, the camera's up here. I've just been staring down here. So sorry, folks, but that's where I'm not savvy enough to look into the camera when I'm talking. And so I'm staring down at the cheater screen, which is them on the phone. Anyway, so we're going to be gentlemen. Chris is going to go first. Agman, you shall be second since you're closest to her, and then I will be third last, where I belong, because I don't know if I even really won one of them. Anyway, volume 4, here we are. Maybe I beat Dan. Maybe that's what happened.
I think you beat Dan.
Maybe
It
that's probably
that was
what
a
happened.
good one though. That was a good one though.
Yeah, so we've thrown wrinkles in all of them. There's the wrinkles. You understand the order, all that stuff. By the way, I said that you don't have to pick an order. So you just go wherever you want, but one from each category, one bonus that is not the Is It Fast category. Carissa, there's no time limit, but hurry up. No, you, madame, may make the first pick on this super, very important draft that we have now gone 4 volumes into.
Everything.
Yeah. Our
right,
relationship
well.
depends on this.
Yeah, don't take my picks.
Oh my
You know what, I'm gonna
gosh.
take your picks,
I
and
say
I'm gonna
it's
go with
o-
Canes.
It's okay if I.
Canes.
Oh,
yeah,
oh
I'm gonna
wait,
take
you
Canes.
started off and took Canes?
Goat.
Yes, she
Canes is
did.
Goat.
Wow, okay. Canes right off. No, so that's the pick. Canes.
That's the pick.
Okay, Canes is the pick. We're going snake style. So, like I said, you're next. Then I'll take 2 picks, and we'll circle back.
Then we'll go back around. Your next
You'll get
pick will
2
be
picks.
in a row.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's
I
hit
need
it.
to think about how I'm going to do this. Do I need to pick based on what I want, or pick to make Josh mad?
You
'cause
have a
I know-
history of doing that.
I
By the
know
way,
his
my
picks.
wife in the comments, I see you. I love you. Thank you for being fantastic and faithful, even in watching and giving me a view on this awesome YouTube show that we run. Anyway, so I have to throw a shout out. I live with her, so, I don't want to be in trouble. Anyway,
That's fair.
Eggman, I'm sorry, I
know,
interrupted.
since we know it's 3 people in a snake draft, I know I'm not that far away from my next pick, so I'm going to go straight away to the asterisk category. Is it fast?
Come on, bro. Dude,
I'm
wait,
gonna do it.
stop.
I'm gonna do it.
Stop. Okay, answer. Damn.
Are
Dang
you
it.
changing the rules already?
No. Answer me this. You earlier you said, do I go with the pick that I want, or do I go with the pick that's going to make Josh mad?
This is
Which
the pick
one
I
is
want,
this?
not the. This is the pick I want, not the ones I plan to make you mad.
it's going to make me incredibly mad. Please
Little bit of
make
both.
your first
I'm
round
doing
pick.
I am doing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just come
I
on.
am going with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Freaking called it.
Are you serious? Are you
Oh,
serious?
This is gonna be fun.
It's okay. There's always Hooters.
Oh my
This is gonna be fun.
Lord. I need that Britney
I've done it
song.
again.
Oops, he did it again. What the crap, bro? What
Oh, this
is
gonna be
going
fun.
on? I know you use the soundboard I gave you, but is there AI in there that tells you my tendencies or something? That's my old soundboard. Dude, oh my gosh. You did it again.
I'm not even sorry. I'm
Woosah.
impressed.
Woosah.
All right, boss man. Make
You
your
get 2
All
picks in
right.
a row though, so you
2
could
picks
take
in a
some of
row.
mine.
Good Lord. I'm going Hooters. I think I heard Carissa say, but Hooters is still out there. I don't know. Did you say that?
She did.
Okay.
Can
I'm not
confirm.
taking it for a pick though.
Okay. Well, I am. And no, it's not because of the scenic views. No, I actually, I have it for the articles or whatever they say about Playboy.
But
I
yeah,
actually like the food at Hooters.
It's actually legitimately good food.
I love their buffalo shrimp that they do. And dude, I order it and I'm like,
Yum.
I go to pick it up and I just feel so guilty being in there. With these
It's a very
scantily
awkward-
clad
It's
young
It's a very
ladies.
awkward situation.
It's like I'm just picking up, I'm trying to keep my eyes closed or whatever.
Your eyes are up there.
Yeah, dear God. So Hooters for the food. By the way, I also shall throw this not caveat but explainer in. Dave and Buster's is also for the food, not the fun as well. When we're in
Hey, at least
terms
you
of
put
grading
adult
this.
Chuck E. Cheese on there and not just Chuck E. Cheese. 'Cause remember when we talked about that?
Oh my
Yes.
How that's
Man.
like the state of Minnesota's favorite restaurant or something is Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my gosh, that was early
Cool.
DTD days. That was
That was
fantastic.
before I moved here. That was 2.5 years ago at least.
Dude, we've been doing this for a while. All right, so let me make another pick before we have another hour and 45-minute long show like we had last week. Okay, Dave.
I know.
who is
I think I know what he's gonna do.
Dave is a frequent on this show, and he he's a sucker for Papa John's pizza, which no. Does he go to Papa John's? No,
that's
he
the
goes.
one
He
closest
goes
to the-
to. Oh, I can't. No, it's not Papa John's. Doggone it! I was gonna make a very snide comment about the pizza that he usually orders, which I thought was Papa John's, but thankfully, now that I think of my trashing Papa John's on the interwebs, maybe it's a good thing that that's
Yeah.
not the restaurant. Nonetheless,
good
let me
point.
shut up and just take Domino's Pizza.
There it is.
Yep.
I knew
So
it. He
you
had
are
to- He
welcome.
had to come back to it.
You are welcome. I hope you're keeping track. He is. He's writing them down. Miss Carissa, thank you, by the way, for joining us once again. Even though you kind of have to now, it would be awkward. You're living there, and anyway.
I got full-
All right, I got to do it.
So
I gotta do
Carissa, no, she gets 2 picks. Wait,
Snake draft.
I get 2. Okay.
yeah. You said
Snake
you
draft is
got
my
to do
turn.
it. Oh wait, did I skip
Not
you?
your turn.
Was my
Yeah,
pick
you took
so
your 2, and then
my pick was so good that I skipped you? I thought
you took
that
the
was
one
like
I was gonna take.
I know that was such a good pick. Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I already know how to retaliate with this, and I'm gonna do it.
I see it. I see it right now. Let me say it for you.
do.
Firehouse Subs.
Yep, that's the one.
God, you're a scumbag, man.
Just win, baby.
We really should have skipped you. I mean, I make the rules around here. Oh, God.
How does he lose at his own show?
Carissa, how do you put up with this man? Please make 2 picks and get the focus off of him.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say. If I'm being honest,
All right.
I heard "fuh" and I'm like, oh no.
Oh, it's going to be a real.
go
This
with
is DT.
In-N-Out and
Oh, she's
Jimmy
doing-
John's.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
figured-
bro.
I
figured
will
that
argue
would be
Jimmy
her
John's
sandwich.
is better than Firehouse.
I figured that would be her sandwich place.
I love Jimmy John's. That's good
And,
sauce.
and
Really
you
good
took
bread.
In and
Bread is
Out though.
perfect.
In and Out is a game changer in my opinion,
In-N-Out is so
especially
good.
if you know the secret menu, which
Oh,
not
yeah.
not many people
Mhm.
know about that. But In and Out.
The fact
Secret
that we
menu.
both just went, oh yeah, and,
Yeah.
like we know it. Yeah. Has
All
In-N-Out
right,
expanded
Madame.
westward to you or eastward to you yet?
No, it has not. It has not made it out here. I
Well,
wish it
it's
had.
in Arizona.
It is in Arizona.
Well, it's worth going. It's down in
Very.
Dallas as well, so it's not too far away. That's closer. It's 3 hours, and it's worth making that
You-
drive, man. Anyway, good picks, Carissa.
In-N-Out
Agman.
and Jimmy John's. So now it's back to me for my third.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the fries with that category has been hit, and I feel like I have to make a move before it gets taken. I love that one because it's what Montana has, but I really do like the fact that this one is what should be 24-hour operation. It is so good. It would if I had if we
For
had
the
one
love
these,
of
I
God,
wouldn't
make the
have gone-
pick.
Did I just say
I wouldn't have.
Sonic?
No, I would
No,
not have
not
gone
Sonic.
to Taco Bell so much. I would not have. I would have gone to Whataburger, which is my pick,
Oh, bro.
with 24-hour service.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good. I got a Whataburger like 3 feet from my house, which is
When we come visit you in like November, we're going.
Oh, yeah.
it's not. Dude, we could walk. It's literally
Okay.
right there.
That's fine.
Hey,
No, we
let's
drive.
Let's
I mean,
walk
come
to the
on.
fast food.
We drive.
Walk to the fast food and like
Then come
get
back
our
and
steps
walk
in.
it
Hey,
off.
there we go.
No, we drive, even though it's right over there. All right, nice pick. Nice pick.
When
It's
you
me
drive,
for
Josh,
2.
do you drive like this guy?
Well played, sir. Well played. I love it. We do have an F1 show, and it's a fantastic one, and it's fun. We have not been on for a while on that one. We need to get back in the swing of things. Anyway, I did. Hey, okay, sorry. Time out. Right, here we go. Commercial break. The F1 movie. I went last night, and I went in the like extreme experience. Well, I don't know. You can't say
Like the
extreme, but
shaky one.
yeah,
and
but I
stuff?
went in the best one in my opinion that you could do, and that's the one that has the seats that move and stuff. Number one, the movie I think was great. I absolutely flippin' loved it. But then the fact that like the seats, I didn't know you could feel when they went around a corner, like, because it would lean you out. Like,
oh my God!
Oh, it was so sick. When they hit the brakes, it would lean forward.
There's IMAX and Billings.
Did you hear me? When it hit the brakes, it would lunge forward. It wouldn't launch you, but it would lunge forward. I mean, it was like, it was so cool. But I thought the movie was flipping fantastic. Yes, I bought one of the popcorn buckets, and it's the Joshua Pierce ones. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I bought that thing, but it's at work. It's on display along with the Piastri. Anyway, whatever. A lot of F1 stuff.
Speaking of food again.
All right, back to the food. I'm sorry,
it is
guys.
back to you now. Actually.
No wonder we have hour and 45-minute shows. All right,
fine.
So me for 2. How about give me? Dude, let's just bam. McDonald's and Chick-fil-A.
You went there.
Yeah.
You went there.
It was
So
We had that for lunch today.
McDonald's is a staple. Anybody who doesn't like McDonald's is not American. So, I mean, it's just a staple. Come on. So that is always a good pick, right? I'm beefing myself up because I missed In-N-Out. But anyway, and then, of course, the Lord's Chicken. How can you? Yeah, I'm not going to argue with the Lord's Chicken.
Lord's Chicken. Good.
It was good.
Anyway.
We had it today.
Anyway.
Deluxe chicken sandwich, man.
All right, Agman, you are up.
Okay. Chicken is still open for wild cards for you guys,
Yes.
but it's still got to be my primary. So I think I might go in that category now. I have a couple of the big ones that I knew was going to upset you off the list. So now I can just start playing freely. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I did not do it.
Shut up and go.
You. Cane's is gone. Chick-fil-A is gone. Those are my 1, 2. Popeyes is too slow, so I'm gonna go with the Colonel, KFC.
Ooh, that's not bad, man. They put a little spice in the.
In a way, I could have a 2-for-1 there with the A&W combo if we want to think about it. But
come on now, don't start doing that. There are rules.
I'm just going KFC.
There are rules here. All right, Carissa for 2. Wait, first of all, Agman, real quick, read off what she has, and then Carissa for 2.
She currently has, going into her double pick, she has In-N-Out on her fries with that choice initially. She has Raising Cane's for her Sunday chicken, and she has Jimmy John's for her like that toasted category. She still has the let's get ethnic, or what did I call it? Let's get cultured. What did I call it? Let's go global.
Is it fast? Oh, and global.
Let's go global. Is it fast? And
Pizza.
her pizza, and then her wild card all open.
Yes. Well, she hasn't taken a restaurant either.
3 of them if I want.
Yep.
So anyway, all right, Carissa, you are up for 2.
Okay. I'm gonna say let's go with Applebee's for one of the picks.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
Applebee's is pretty good.
Is it fast?
And then I've always been a fan of Panda Express, but we also
that's Panda. No,
dang.
I'm gonna take Panda.
you don't have to justify Panda Express. That is another round. That's back-to-back rounds with some solid picks. Solid.
Mom loves Panda, so she will love your pick when she watches this.
Good.
Oh man, Panda is a big part of my family.
That's a big pick.
Panda's good.
That's a big pick. That's a good one too.
Must love Panda. Sorry. Go ahead.
Fu Panda. That forces my hand to go global as well, and I'm gonna go with the one that, you know, it's not necessarily the best quality food, but it's a very big, wide array of people that go there. I'm gonna go Taco Bell.
Okay. Taco Bell, seatbelts on the toilet. I love it. That's a good pick.
It is inspired a term for movies that I have where it's not good at the time, or it's good at the time, but it's not good. Like, it's one of those where it may not be that great, but
we don't need to explain. All right. Give me what I got, please.
You have left your Let's Go Global, your Like That Toasted, and your wild card left, good sir. So
Okay, so I got to go. I'm going middle. Or I could make my second. Okay, I should have been thinking about this, but I'm trying to run the show. I'm putting way too much thought into it. Give me Sonic.
Ooh, wild card
Okay.
Sonic.
Yeah, there's
Nice
my wild
choice.
card. And
Now I want Sonic.
Hey, Sonic's pretty good for
It's
their
great.
drinks.
I'm going to go Qdoba.
Ooh.
I'm a fan of
Qdoba's
Qdoba
good.
because you can really, that's mood food, man. Like you spice that up for your mood, man. Like that is
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I mean, Qdoba's like Chipotle, but more flavorful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chipotle's more fresh, Qdoba's more flavorful. That's fair.
Every once in a while, Mary will bring some Qdoba home, like a little, assortment of stuff. Man, good stuff. Love it when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna complain about it. Agman,
All
you
right.
are up. Tell us what you got. I didn't ask you that last time, so go ahead. Tell us what
What
you
I
got,
have left?
and then no, not what you have left. Tell us what's on your list.
Okay.
And then just go.
I've got Whataburger, KFC, Taco Bell, Firehouse Subs, and Buffalo Wild Wings on my list. I have 2 picks left, being my pizza and my wild card.
Okay.
You, sir, only have your sub sandwiches left.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
like
go
that toasted category, so you gotta think of that one and see
Yep.
if hopefully it doesn't get taken by one or both of us.
And
I am gonna go with my pick in the middle. The one that's left, I'm gonna go. What do I have left? I have my pizza open. I have my wild card open. I'm gonna take a chance and leave my wild card for the end, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Pizza Hut.
that's a good pick. That's solid.
Gonna
When
go
you
Pizza
lose
Hut.
Domino's, that's a solid pick. All right. So do I have 2 picks? Does it
You
go?
have 1 pick left.
Okay, and that's it,
Carissa
right?
has 2, and then she has 2, and she's done. And then we each have 1 final pick.
Okay.
So you are the Mr. Irrelevant of the fast food draft.
Okay. So how many? I make 1 pick now.
You have 1 pick left. Carissa has 2. She has to fill her pizza spot and her wild card. I have
did
to fill
that
my
happen?
wild card, and you have to fill your sub sandwiches. Snake draft. So she
Yeah.
goes 2 in a row, and then it comes back to us.
Okay. I
So
thought
you
it was my
finish the
turn now.
draft off. Nope.
Okay. So we were going the other way. I made my
Yep.
picks. That's right. And now
You made your picks.
Yep.
I made my bed. Go ahead, Carissa. I'm sorry.
All right. I'll take Little Caesars for pizza.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Cool.
When you don't have Domino's
From what's
and you don't have
left.
Pizza Hut, Little Caesars.
Yeah,
Pizza,
from what's
pizza.
left. And you know what? You want
That's
to
the
talk
best
about
you
on a
can get.
budget. That is
That is
Ramen
the
for
on a
pizza.
budget pizza.
that is ramen for
And you know
pizza,
what?
baby.
It hits.
That's what that
It's
is.
not
Good.
bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Their
It is.
Italian cheese bread is
Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
so good.
Good
good
stuff.
stuff.
Good stuff. So, okay.
All right.
Little Caesars not
Okay.
going to
Now
complain
for a
about it.
wild card.
Your wild card pick, and it cannot come from the
Well,
Is It Fast?
Yeah. I'm going to take Jersey Mike's.
Oh, she likes subs.
I
okay.
like subs.
She's a
Subs are
sub
good.
lady, learning stuff about the co-host live
I do
on
like subs.
television. All right.
But I also like Cane's.
Cane's is good.
So good.
Cane's is
Cane's
good.
is to die for.
Do you guys know what Slim Chickens is?
I've heard of it.
I like Slim
Um,
Chickens, man.
I feel like
good stuff.
Bozeman has one.
Wait a
They might have
second.
just got one.
Well, there's a Dave's Hot Chicken at Billings.
Oh, yeah, there's Dave's Hot Chicken.
I haven't ever had that. But
All right, Eggman, you
know.
got to go.
Okay, my
Wild
pick.
card.
My wild card pick. I'm gonna go a safe one because I love it so much. I'm going Wendy's.
Fair.
Wendell, the
Wendy's.
best that Montana has to
So
offer.
that is amazing. Wingstop did not get picked. That I
See,
feel
I
like.
have bad experiences with my roommate's Wingstop.
Oh, really?
That's
Ours
fair.
is
She has a
phenomenal.
story.
was
She has
awful.
a story
Well,
about
I'm
that.
glad I brought it up then before my last pick. Carissa, what is your look? Wingstop here has
God.
been very good to me.
Oh, yeah.
They're phenomenal. And their chicken's always great. Can't say enough
Oh,
about it.
yeah.
Sponsor us. And what's your Wingstop story? Sorry,
Well,
I had to get a
For
break
the
in
1
there.
year in
So
college, the 1 year of college that I did,
that one
I
time,
had a roommate.
okay.
And she brought Wingstop home, and she put it straight from the styrofoam out of the fridge into my microwave, and there was pickles in there, and it was awful. She microwaved it, and the entire suite, because I mean there is her room with her roommate, the living area, and then my room. All 3 rooms smelled like sad Wingstop and
Oh,
nasty pickles and styrofoam.
It's so bad.
I will never go to Wingstop. For that
okay,
reason.
that's tough. That's
It's pretty
tough. So, Agman, am I the final pick here? Is this
You are the
You are
final.
the final
You are the
pick.
final pick, and you are limited to your subcategory.
subcategory? Give me now. This is controversial, but not if you live where I live, which is Oklahoma. Give me Arby's, man. Arby's is phenomenal. You know, I mean,
good.
and there are
Arby's is
options
good.
at
They got
Arby's.
good
Now,
stuff.
I wanted to go Panera because really there's a lot of things that can happen at Panera
There's
to
a
include
lot
some
at Panera.
fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
fantastic subs, well, sandwiches.
Like great mac and cheese there.
Yeah, they
got
got.
good mac and
Why
cheese.
did I
Bread
pick
bowl.
Arby's? No, I'm just kidding.
Woo!
But I feel like it's a little niche. So the reason that I didn't pick it is actually because this is going to go to a poll now, right? We have our
Yes.
picks, and then we're going to put this out on the interwebs, and you all are going to vote for who actually won this. But before we move on, let's go ahead and give the results. Agman being the keeper of the pen, why don't you tell us the results of the draft?
All right. So starting off with the duct tape dude himself, just going down the list in the order it's
Wait,
presented.
with
so the
who?
categories in order. The duct tape dude.
I'm the dude.
Okay, continue.
There you go. Going in the order of the category, starting with fries with that, ending with is it fast, and then a wild card after. You have McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Qdoba Mexican Eats, even though Qdoba Mexican Grill is such a better name.
Mhm.
Arby's, Domino's, Hooters for the food, and then your wild card being Sonic.
I just read the articles. Jeez. Oh, that's phenomenal. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Sorry to sidetrack.
that was
Continue,
awesome.
please.
All right, then moving to Carissa's pick, she has In-N-Out Burger, Raising Cane's, Panda Express, Jimmy John's, Freaky Fast Delivery, really
Heck
good
yeah.
bread, Little Caesars Pizza, Applebee's, and then Jersey Mike's coming around as her wild card. That is a
All
solid
right.
pick, especially if you get
Yeah.
a sandwich done Mike's way.
I'm not going to lie to you. Panda Express is a sleeper pick, I feel like. That's one
It
that
is,
just
'cause
sits there
everyone
and
thinks it's Mexican food, and then Panda's just like, pow!
yeah. Oh, dude, it's
It's like
phenomenal.
Kung Fu Panda. It
Yeah.
comes out of nowhere. Just skadoosh.
Anyway, they need
What's
to
not
embrace
rehearsed?
that. Absolutely. So, all right. And
And then my picks, I have Whataburger, KFC, Taco Bell, Firehouse Subs, Pizza Hut, Buffalo Wild Wings, and my wild card of Wendy's. Gotta love the chocolate frosty.
God, I'm
Ooh.
ticked that you took Firehouse.
Ooh.
Why didn't I go there? Man.
If you
Anyway,
didn't pick
sorry.
Firehouse, I
Sorry.
would have taken Domino's. Like, you know, I would
Yeah,
have taken more.
it was a lose for me. But anyway, good picks all around. And like we said, this will go to a vote out on the interwebs. There will be links to that stuff at the end of the
Later.
show. So anyway, guys, shall we get to what we're actually here for? We're half hour into the show, 35 minutes. So we're going to have to roll through these. Ladies and gentlemen, the real reason that we're here tonight is for the uniform review.
For the food. It's for the food. It's the
Just for the
article.
food. Yeah. Let me go to studio mode here. That's why I've been so confused when I'm looking at my computer. I'm like, why is this? Anyway, my fault, folks. User error. We are doing the uniform review for the AFC West to include my team, the Chargers.
Only fair. We had our team last week with the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC North. We swung it. Our team. swung it to your division with the Chargers this week, and then you know what? We might go our north, south, east, west order from here on out. But we had to get our favorites out of the way first, and then this one also is kind of quick with half the team.
Yeah, so and last time we went an hour and 45 minutes, so that's way too long. So I'm going to try to keep us moving here. And so with that, why don't I just shut up and move on? So ladies and gentlemen, first category, first team is the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I want to be a gentleman and say, Carissa, why don't you go ahead and start us off? Give us your opinion of the Kansas City Chiefs. This is one of the one-slide wonders out there. So we've got the home, away, and they really don't have a lot more going on.
Much.
So
they do pair the pants with the same color, and that's about all they'll.
Yeah. So, but that is their uniform
they're
collection.
simple.
So anyway, give us what you think about the home, then the away, or the away, then the home. Up to you. What do you think about the Kansas City Chiefs?
Their
uniforms?
Hardy's color.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's okay. Good.
No, they're pretty simple. They're pretty cut and dry with their uniforms.
Yeah, they're
swap pants and swap shirts around for colors, and that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, any thoughts on the numbers, the piping around it, is the stripes, any fashionista? What's that?
I mean, I appreciate the piping on the letters. It helps it. I mean, just with any uniform, really, that's going to help it out a lot to make it more visible and just be more there.
I agree. I like it as well, and it makes them just like one step beyond what they are, which these guys are kind of a classic team. They keep that classic look. Right. Some teams decide to go all in, Oregon, that kind of thing. Granted, we're talking about NFL, but if you want to talk about a team with uniforms, Oregon trumps everyone every time. Anyway, there's the Oregons, and then there's the Alabamas, that have never changed anything.
Absolutely.
And it's classic, and it works. This is not in the middle, but it is one step removed from the Alabamas, if you will. So, Agman, as I sit there and say, I'm going to keep this show moving, and then I start blabbing forever, why don't I shut up and you give me your opinion on these uniforms?
No, yeah, I mean, we talked about it last week when I think we were talking about the Bears and the Packers even. The Chiefs kind of fall into the same realm where if it was good enough when they came into existence in the 60s or before that, they haven't changed it since. It's solid enough. It's stripes. It's block numbers. It's piping on the block numbers to make them pop. Even though with the bright red and the white, they might not have needed it. They could have gotten away without it. But stripes, block numbers, simple. They haven't changed it for a reason because, you know what? It's just that good. Is it my favorite? No. But is it solid? Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
Fair enough.
And even when they swap tops and bottoms and it's all white or all red, it still looks classic. It still looks good.
Fair enough. All right. So my opinion on it is this. I'm going to go the fashionista angle since you guys kind of shied away from it. And I'm going to say that the red and the yellow clash. I don't think it works together. Red and white, well, white goes with anything. So, whatever, that works. But the yellow as the design color to outline it, I just think that could have been done better. No, I don't think that could have been done better. They're limited by the limited colors that they have, which that's one of them, and there's just not a lot you can do. But I do appreciate the fact that they put the piping on there because I'm a fan of piping. I'm not a fan of the old, style where we just never change anything. I'm a fan of when I just liked teams for helmets. Well, I picked Oregon because they had 400 helmets. So that's Anyway, this is a classic team. Whatever. Who cares?
their amount of yellow is
Who cares?
used
Because
well.
they're not my team. If you haven't figured it out, my team is the Chargers. The Chargers, the San Diego Superchargers, not the Los Angeles Chargers. Nonetheless, they are on loan to Los Angeles. So let's go once again, be gentlemanlike, go to Carissa. We are on the Los Angeles Chargers. My team. Let's
Be careful. He will hang up on you. He has done that to me.
My team.
He has hung up on me in the middle of the show.
And actually, they are at least in the conversation for best uniforms in the NFL. I mean, let's just be honest. They are. They're in the conversation. Anyway, Carissa, why don't you give us your thoughts on the home uniform for the Chargers, which is now the powder blue?
Yeah, no, that powder blue is definitely, it's different, but I like it because it works. For whatever reason, it works. And I mean, looking at the rest of the uniform, not just the powder blue, that lightning bolt on the side of their pants is very different, and it's quite unique to that team specifically. You're not going to find it on another team. And I mean, it's them. You know it's them. So
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I like it.
By the way, I am not being a good co-host or host in that I have not mentioned that we have a new person in the chat and someone who's rarely able to join us in the chat. I hope you guys are still here. Tim Garvin is in the chat, and DavJack12 says he loves a good late show. Or yeah. So anyway,
Garvin
here, man.
welcome.
Honestly, in
Glad
the
you're
same
with
zip
us.
code as us right now.
Yeah. So
He could be like watching.
he's just
2
down the
houses over.
road,
We just
really.
don't know.
So anyway, Agman, all right. Home uniforms for the Chargers. What do you think?
You know what? Everybody has called these some of the best uniforms in the league, and they say it for a reason because man, these colors pop and they look good. I do have a favorite of the Chargers ones that is not this one, but this one is still awesome. The light blue, the yellow is just the right shade of yellow. It's that golden yellow. It's kind of one of those ones where, like we talked about last week, is it gold? Is it yellow? Is it yellow being called gold?
It definitely looks
I
yellow.
think they actually call this one yellow and not gold.
Yeah,
so
it's
they
yellow.
actually
This is
stick
yellow.
with it.
Yeah.
I really like it. It does throw me off when they do the yellow pants, and I was curious on your thought on that. Because
Yellow pants are a
the
little
yellow
odd.
pants looks like it's a lot, admittedly, but there's a lot of different combos with the Chargers. So when I was making these graphics, I was trying to find all of those combinations, so you kind of get a snapshot of them. And that's one thing that I tried to do with Denver when we get there as well, is trying to get pictures of the combinations. 'Cause
Yeah.
some of them are way better than others. Like the blue and white could be someone's favorite, but the blue and yellow could be like, ooh, that doesn't work. So I wanted to get just the full picture. But I think these ones are awesome. They have slightly tweaked them over the years, but the lightning bolt on the shoulder and on the legs has been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
They used to have like a white bar going around it, which was kind of weird, but their powder blue has always been a fan favorite. And then when they made this their home, it was a great move. These are solid. I like these ones. They're not my favorite of the Chargers, but these are some solid uniforms. I can't complain about it.
Yep. And admittedly, these are not my favorite of the Chargers, although, man, they used to be. But the Chargers added something a few years ago that I just, I'm a sucker for. Anyway, my thoughts on this. The powder blue used to be the best uniform in the NFL, my opinion. And I'm glad they're using it. That said, I will offer some criticism, some honesty. The blue with the yellow pants, not the best.
It's a
Is
lot
it
of
bad? Is it bad? I don't know that it's terrible, but it's not the best. So anyway, hey, what's up, Blaine? Welcome to the show.
we got
Glad you're here, Blaine
Blaine. Heck yeah.
Thompson. Anyway, it's good to see you. Glad you're here. Give us your thoughts, by the way, in the comments of what you guys think on these uniforms as well. We'll read it out. And I do want to know your opinions, but I think this is great. I love it. Yeah, no complaints. Like I said, I got to keep us moving. So
that's okay.
anyway, I'm sorry, Carissa. I stepped all over you there, but anyway, I think
it's
they're
just
great.
Davis.
It's just Davis. He thinks the bolt is a little odd.
Yeah, which bolt? There's 3 of them. Come
On the pants.
man.
The
I think the
pants.
pants
Bolt
one,
on the
'cause if we're
pants.
gonna
There it is.
relay-
Okay, yeah.
If we're gonna relay what we think of like with Sergio when we have him on the show, the bolt isn't the same. Like the helmet and the shoulders are the same, but the pants isn't. So I could see where it looks a
Yeah.
little funky.
Yeah, but
But
if you had
anyway.
a curved one on their leg, it'd be weird.
It would
still be a little.
It would be
odd.
like the Denver weird starfish thing they used to have.
Yeah.
Like the
Those are
weird
just
hook, the hook thing, but it's lightning.
Yeah.
We'll get to the.
All right. So
Chargers
anyway,
We'll get there.
later.
We'll get there.
the Chargers love it. Let's move on to their away uniforms. This time I'm going to start, and I'm going to keep us moving. Away uniforms a little bit boring, but I think they've got the powder blue as the blue that they're using. So I appreciate that because they're kind of sticking with the helmet blue versus going to the old Charger blue. They're really they're going all in, if you will, on their we're using powder blue as a primary now. So I appreciate that, but the uniform's not the best. Once again, the yellow pants. No. I think maybe let's just do blue pants, the powder blue pants. I don't even know if
Yeah.
that's in there. I don't think it is, but that would be
I think
better.
that might have been one I missed.
That
might
would
be
be
better.
better.
Not at all.
I'm not a fan of the yellow pants. I'm just so you're getting an honest opinion because this is my team. As you can see, I'm being guarded by a charged trooper. So anyway, not the best. Agman, what do you think?
See, this is where I kind of differ from you. I think the yellow pants work better on this one because it's the white top. So it adds that pop of color that, the entire home uniforms are.
Sure.
Because we've all kind of said, the whites are kind of boring. That's fair. They look clean as all get out when they first wear them, and then they start to get a little boring after a while. But I think the yellow is the much needed, just the pop that those whites needed to make it look better. But you know what? Even though they're boring, they don't commit any huge offenses, in my opinion. They're still solid. They're still the Chargers. I don't know if they have powder blue pants. I actually got to look that up because that would actually be really cool to see if they do. But yeah, I don't think these commit any felony of that. So I'm going to pass it off to Carissa, and she'll talk about these.
Yellow pants is too much.
Okay, thank you. I was going to ask you to settle the dispute.
Too much.
There we go. What about the white
'Cause,
on white there?
Looking at it, bro's got bright blue freaking socks or whatever, and those yellow pants do not do it justice.
They
It looks a
don't
little odd.
fit in there. By the way,
It's a
Blaine
Good thing we're
Blaine
on the internet
Thompson
because that man
says,
would kill us.
"Oh my gosh, yeah."
Khalil
Oh
Mack's
my
a
gosh,
monster.
he would kill us simultaneously. Anyway, Blaine Thompson says we need a Dan Fouts Navy. You know what? Chargers have a
They
great
need to make a
throwback.
Dan Fouts Navy helmet.
Is
What they need to do,
yeah.
and I hope they bring that back in July, but we'll see.
Dude, they need
something
the
new.
Chargers desperately need to have an alternate, which I appreciate and I think is phenomenal. But
I'm right in step with you.
but they don't do a throwback. I wish they would do a throwback because yes, that Dan Fouts blue Navy uniform with the blue oh bro, like goosebumps. That's so good. Anyway, let's move on to what they do have, which is the alternates. And I'm going to start us off once again. It's my team, my show, so shut that up. The lighter blue of these two is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I'm not trying to be silly here. I think it's great. That's a color rush, if you will, because he's got the blue pants that match. I like the contrast of that yellow. I mean, man, it's just good all around. But what is even better is that Justin Herbert uniform that he's wearing right there. They changed the bolt on the helmet, which I love that move. I'm like, that's a flex or whatever. Again, my first love of football, my first team was the Oregon Ducks because multiple helmets. So that obviously does it for me. I'm a big fan of changing the bolt for the uniform. Also, when OSU won the Big 12 championship, when we had season tickets, they changed the color of the OSU on their helmet for one game, in which they also changed to all black uniforms. It was so sick.
Those ones are sick.
Yeah,
I
so
have seen those. Those are sweet.
So anyway, this thing, you know, it's almost a black. This navy blue here. This is kind of like the Dan Fouts navy blue. That's what that is. Is just gorgeous, and the contrast, man alive. And then they put the blue bolts on the shoulders as well. I mean, so, bro. Sorry. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I am in love with that uniform. That is my favorite uniform in the NFL. And there are some Picasso uniforms in the NFL. There are some good ones. We talked
about one last week.
We sure did. The ice white, in my opinion, Vikings one is one of the Picassos, but this is the best. This is the best. My opinion, my team, my show. I don't care. Talk to the Stormtrooper. Agman, you're up.
I'm not 100%, not all the way. I'm not following you all the way over, but I'm getting right close to that edge of following you there, right close to the cliff. I love the royal blue. It's the blue and gold. It's that classic. When you think blue and gold, that's what you think of. As you think of the bright blue, you think of the bright yellow. It's amazing. I wish they wore it more. I love the navy. Oh my God, the navy is awesome. And Josh, this is what I do all the time. When I played Madden, which I haven't done in a while, I would take these Chargers uniforms, the Midnight Navies, and I would put since Madden has all the different uniform combos throughout history,
yep.
I would put the Dan Fouts blue helmet with the yellow face mask on that uniform, and that's what I think they need to do. They need a blue helmet with that yellow and white bolt on it, with the yellow or with the yellow face mask. That would make that uniform,
I love that helmet,
even better. But that navy one is so sick. Yeah, I love it.
Okay,
it's a shame they only wear it like once a year.
Carissa, please don't tell us that we're wrong, because it would hurt my heart. These are beautiful, right? These are beautiful uniforms. Please tell me they are. What is your opinion?
See.
I don't like the way that started. She went down.
Color rush?
See,
is that a color rush?
I think their color rush. They honestly could use either one of these for them. They're just an alternate that they like to wear at random.
Lighter blue is definitely a good color rush. If that,
I think the lighter blue is the color rush.
It should be,
because they changed the helmet for the other one, so it's definitely an alternate.
Yeah.
So
I think it is your color rush, even though that's not technically a thing anymore.
Yeah, but the color rush uniforms put some great combos out there, which, as Carissa was saying, this is a great combo.
It is.
Come on, it's not bad. It's great. Exactly. Continue, Carissa.
I appreciate it. The darker blue, I don't know if you guys remember what we said about like that midnight game. If they did like a midnight game,
that's the one. That's the one.
That would be cool.
Yes.
That is a sick uniform.
Yes, I love it. Stop. Don't say anymore. That's the end of the Chargers
That's all
segment.
I gotta say.
Phenomenal uniforms. There you go. Let's move on to another one slider. Speaking of a slider, your stinking Raiders shirt just ticks me off, man. What are you doing?
It's only because of that man in black right there, Mr. Tommy Mellott, Montana State legend, one of the greats. That is the only reason I have this. I took a page out of Dave's book, Dave claiming he is a diehard Dallas Stars fan, but then you go look in his closet and he has 30 other NHL jerseys for other teams. So I said, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to take a page out of his book and buy at least a t-shirt. Not a jersey, just a t-shirt of our boy Tommy Mellott.
Okay, I can respect that.
And because I started talking like that, I might as well just keep going. I'll be quick. These ones haven't changed. These have been the uniforms forever. They're not broken, so they don't need to fix them. The silver and black is iconic, so everyone thinks of the silver and black as the Raiders. I can't think of what they would do to change anything, because they've kept it the same. The only thing I will say is a little bit of a caveat is I did omit one uniform for the Raiders on this whole setup, and that was their color rush. The only thing that's different with their color rush is on the away uniform, they swap the silver piping and the black numbers and make it silver numbers with black piping. That's the only difference. Otherwise, they are the exact same.
I will
So I
say
left
though,
that one out
I
'cause they
like
are
that
about
one
the
better.
That one is cool. And I wish I would have gotten a decent quality picture, but it was so similar. I said, you know what? I'm going to forget about it and just explain it.
Yep, that's good. That's good. So, Carissa, what do you think on this one?
I can't diss them too hard. My grandpa's a Raiders fan.
You got to stay faithful.
No, they're clean and simple. That's really all they are.
Like-
Is again cut and dry. They're classic.
They don't, yeah,
They're very
and
classic.
the black one doesn't even have piping. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
no.
that simple.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I mean, you don't even need piping for the
No,
black one. It's
I did hear,
there.
I think it was Sergio on his original show that we found him on the Downset Drip podcast. I think him and his buddies that were there, like Sergio's a big football guy, whatnot. I think it was his buddies. Like, one of them is not a football guy at all. And I think it was that one, Alden. I think he said it looks like a shirt that someone just, like, said, oh my God, we have a game in 5 minutes. Iron on these numbers and here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
hey, a silver and black uniform, brand new and clean like that, it looks cool. I can't deny it. It looks cool. I know they're not your team, but it's simple.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I will say the Raiders are blessed with a good color combo. You almost can't go wrong putting
But a terrible owner haircut.
Oh yeah. We could talk about that forever. But they're just blessed with, as Sergio would say, a great color palette.
Yes.
Basically, you mix these colors up in any combination, it looks clean. That said, are a little boring. I appreciate the silver piping on the black numbers there, which it's a little tougher to see, but they kind of, I think, chrome it out. I don't know that. Anyway, I like it. And my favorite of their uniforms is that other combo where they have the white numbers with the black outline or the
That one is
silver
cool.
outline. I think that's a pretty clean look. I wish they would do a like a
Black helmet?
Yes, like a
With a silver stripe.
inverted. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. An inverted helmet where it's black with the white Raiders logo. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they keep the silver, or they keep the silver face mask if they do a black helmet, because they have that complements a silver stripe.
Sure.
I think they would keep that and just have a matte black helmet, not gloss, matte.
Ooh, that'd be pretty sweet too. Whoa.
That black would be cool.
And then do an all
A
black
Midnight Raiders
uniform.
helmet. You know how cool that would be,
Dude, you know, and then like a black jersey, black numbers, silver outline
Ooh, a real.
with black pants. Oh, bro. Like,
The numbers might be a touch too far, but I think it would look. I want to see it.
yeah.
Like, I wanna see it
I
at
want to
least
see a
in
mock up. Somebody that's got skills, please make a mock up. Anyway, let me shut up and move on to the next team, of which I hope we absolutely bash them because they are the arch nemesis of the Chargers. They are in the division with the Chargers, so everyone's the enemy, including these guys. The Broncos, home uniform. It sucks.
I'll say,
What
has
else do
this
you gotta
grown on you
say?
at all in the last year we've talked about this?
Yeah. So no, I do actually. I like their orange, but they changed their uniforms recently, and they really shouldn't have. If this was their uniform, then they should have changed to what used to be their uniform. This is not good. The orange, I do like the orange, blue, white, those colors and the differences or whatever, the contrast, that's the word I'm looking for. Make it look kind of nice. I agree with that, but they screwed these uniforms up. And one thing we don't have is the back of the helmet. I was trying to make a helmet
I forgot
slide.
to get that picture.
This helmet, which
They screwed it up.
they put a
so hard.
flippin' mullet on the back of the
I'm gonna try
helmet.
and
That's
find
the helmet stripe. It's like just the back. It probably is
like a
supposed to
mullet?
like be the mane
I'm gonna
of
try and
the
find it for you.
Chargers, or not the Chargers. Dear Lord, please don't say that. The mane of the horse. I'm sure that's what they're claiming or whatever. But no, don't do that. They should have had someone from the fashion police. They clearly didn't. Ugly uniform, ugly team.
That's the back.
Let's go. Let's mix it up now.
Hell.
Let's mix it up and go from me to Well, actually, to the comments.
Yeah.
Davis says trash kills. Oh, trash kits. Anyway, yeah, I
Blaine
agree.
says Walmart special.
Yeah, Walmart special. That's
And
exactly
this is
what
what
it
it
is.
used to be.
Agreed.
Anyway, I love the fact that Blaine and Davis are throwing love towards the
Well,
Chargers.
I love that he mentioned Walmart too, because this team is owned by the Walmart.
It is. It is.
Walmart.
It is
It is
Walmart, and
So
it
these are
looks
great value NFL.
Yes, it
Heck
looks
yeah.
very Walmart. So, okay, mixing it up.
Oh,
Going to
God.
Carissa. Tell
Those
us
things
about
are
these
awful.
uniforms. Feel free to bash them.
They're awful.
Okay, good.
Like, the Mile High Blaze uniforms look 10 times better than these. The
It's,
women's league looks better.
yeah, this
It's
is
awful.
good. Don't say any more. You've done it again. Fantastic review
We're done.
of the Broncos. It's just pure diss. I love it. Agman, come on, bring us
Yeah,
home here. Bring us home. Tell us how
What I
terrible
wish
this
they
is.
would have done. The helmet is the biggest offense in my
It
opinion.
is.
They really like
They
if they
screwed
made
it up.
this change with the helmet, I would forgive almost the rest of it because I would start to accept it a little bit more. I'd go through the stages of grief more looking at this. They should have done what they used to have, which was the 3 pointed stripes, and then it narrowed down into one in the front. And I love the matte look. I love that they went from a gloss to a matte. I always think matte looks good. But the dot matrix mullet, as I think you, me, and Sergio have called it,
Yep.
Josh, is awful.
It
Because
is terrible.
This is not
We
the only
really
helmet they do that on. They have, I think, Denver.
they do it on
I
all
love
of
the
them
idea,
except for 2.
except the good one.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the mountain on the shoulder because that's what that's supposed to be, is a mountain. 'Cause,
Looks like
you
a
know,
lightning bolt.
Denver, Colorado. It looks like a lightning bolt. I think the mountain look is done best on their alternates because then you can kind of see it better. But Denver has given themselves the ability in their division to be the most college-y
Yeah.
uniforms, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
They have the most combinations. The worst part is some of this stuff that they released and they revealed last year. They had stuff that was only 1 year older than that they revealed the year before that was so much better.
Yeah.
And they really screwed it up. And we'll get to it here in a second. But the helmet, if they would fix that, I would start to appreciate these orange more. I know you can't really see it here, but on the numbers, there's like a little orange dots like that kind of look like they're really close together and then they space apart.
That looks dumb.
I will admit,
I can see it.
do
It
not
looks
get
dumb.
mad at me, Josh. This player here, number 49, is a Montana State alum,
Okay,
Alex
yeah.
Singleton. So I did buy a T-shirt, a gray T-shirt of
Come
his
on,
to
man.
represent the Montana State. I haven't worn it that much. I have it just as the MSU
Hang the
guy.
phone up.
Come on, man.
So you can see those dots more on that T-shirt, but
T-shirt,
I did it because he's
exactly.
a cool he's a cool dude. But
Okay,
really-
I appreciate
really
it.
missed.
They screwed the pooch on it.
Anyway, okay, so we do need to mortar through this now because we're already over an hour. So away uniforms, I will say much better, just based on the color. I like the
combination
dark pants.
yeah.
I like this uniform, and it goes with the helmet. That said, the helmet is still offensive. And I am offended, most certainly. So, but I think this is actually pretty sweet. And I didn't say it earlier, but they're lightning bolt mountains, which is, I don't know what is that supposed to be snow on the mountain? I don't know. It's just terrible.
I think it's just supposed to be a mountain in general, and then like like when you draw mountains, you draw the triangles.
Yeah.
I think they might have let somebody's kid come in and just squiggle it when they were redesigning these things.
I mean,
the mountain
look,
here,
the turd is polished. There you go. Continue,
there you go.
Eggman.
That's true. The white's clean. This white is not as boring as we have given credit to other whites of uniforms and stuff. They kind of did better on the mountain on the side. I think the next one is the one that does the mountain the best. This combination is not bad with the dark pants. They have done this combination with the orange pants. It looks a little weird because yes, there are bright orange pants to this thing.
Rough.
It makes them look like carrots. It's weird.
That's a little rough.
Carrots are road cones. But it's simpler. They've done it better. It's still not great, but that's the white. That's my opinion.
All right. Carissa.
Yeah, this one's better, but if you're gonna do a mountain on the sleeves, just do a stinking mountain.
Yeah. I mean,
doesn't
it
have
looks
to
better on
look
the
like
next one.
it looks like a lightning bolt. And Eggman,
It looks dumb.
yeah, I agree.
It's not right.
It's better
You're gonna do a
than the
mountain,
home
do a
uniform,
mountain.
though, right?
But this is so
Yes.
much better than the home uniform. Like, they should just swap it, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
World would be a better place.
They just need to get rid of that home uniform. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Their alternates. Carissa, let's snake draft this thing. Let's get your opinion on these alternates first. And I will
alternates aren't
say
bad.
they also did a white helmet here. So that
They did.
I'm a fan of that. But yeah, they did a white helmet. That said, it still has the dot matrix on the back. So
Yeah, no.
anyway,
That's the unforgivable sin.
yes,
That dot
yes.
matrix mullet. You know, there's a funny meme where it's a roll of toilet paper and it's beards are cool, mullets are not. That's what that reminds me of.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
Perfect.
yeah. I mean, they're not bad. It's just a inverse thing of the last one, but
Yeah.
otherwise they're not bad. They're not great, but
Yeah.
there.
You know, I'm mixing it up, Eggman. I said snake draft, but I've got a comment
Nope, go
that
for
I
it.
need to make, so I might as well review the uniform. The stripes on the pants, this is a Sergio comment. If they're going to do this mountain theme on the shoulders, they need to do something different on the pants because they went straight stripes on the pants. There's nowhere that has stripes like that anywhere else on their uniform. It looks stupid.
Well, and the stripes are different on the pants, but I'll talk about it.
Yeah. Anyway, I love the white helmet. Get rid of the dot matrix mullet on all of them. It's a universal sin. It's the unforgivable sin. Simple opinion here, and like I said, I'm trying to keep it moving, so I'm trying to be quick. The combo of the blue, the white, all that stuff works. The white helmet's good, but it's still a crap uniform. So, Agman, bring us home on this one.
Okay, so I'll start with the point that I was going to say earlier on the stripes on the pants. They're actually not even full stripes. The blue one is. The orange one is like a third stripe.
Oh, that's right.
And
It like
does
stops
it
at
does
the
like
butt.
it does like a weird fork thing right below the butt, and it looks dumb.
Yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
think these uniforms are very, very plain. If they had especially with the angle of the running back with his shoulders down, I think there should be some numbers on the shoulders, and it might make it look a little bit better because it looks like there's something missing.
Yeah,
Like they forgot to put something there.
they do
I
need
think this is the
numbers on
best
the
use.
shoulders.
This is the best use of the mountain because you can actually see the snow-capped look on the mountain, in my opinion. I think you can see the white of the snow and the blue of the mountain. I think this is the best one. My least favorite thing about this entire combination, and I know this is going against what Josh just said, is the helmet. I do not like these white helmets for Denver because, A, the dot matrix mullet, if they got rid of it, it'd be a half a degree better. But these guys said, let's release a white helmet in this 2024. Let's get a white helmet. Cool. What did they do in 2023? The year before, they released a white helmet that was objectively better.
Oh, it
And
was
they got
so
rid of
much
it
better.
after 1 year. The combination they paired it with though was disastrous.
Oh yeah, but the
the white
helmet
helmet
was
itself
just
was good.
legendary. Yeah,
They got rid of a really great thing after only wearing it twice,
That's
Yeah.
sad.
and they replaced it with this.
Which is sad.
This is oh my god, I
it's a
hate this
Greek
helmet so much
tragedy,
because of
man.
what. Yeah, I hate this helmet because of what it took away.
Okay,
Was the one before.
he's got a little
This helmet,
vengeance in him, you know.
I've never liked this helmet. Last year when we reviewed it, I didn't like it. It looks too plain, and the white helmet added in, because they don't wear the white helmet with their white uniforms. They only wear it with like the blue or the orange.
Which is
This
weird.
makes them too collegey because they say, "Oh, we're gonna have 1,000 combinations." Well, the Chargers have 1,000 combinations, but at least it works. These are 1,000 combinations that don't work.
Yeah,
So
none of them work.
I really
Yeah.
don't like these uniforms. The fun part is we are crapping on all of these Denver uniforms, and then the very next slide we're just gonna gloat them because they are so good.
Well,
The
then
next
go
one's
ahead and
so
gloat.
amazing.
Go ahead and start us
Well
off.
done.
You haven't started us. There we are. The throwbacks are on the
throwbacks.
screens.
Okay, I already see a head shake. This might be our NFL nostalgia playing in, but these were the uniforms that they had 2 uniform sets ago. So there was the one that like Peyton Manning and all of them
Yep.
wore This was the one that John Elway wore before that. So these ones were replaced in 1998,
Great comment, Blaine.
96, 98, somewhere in there. These are their Orange Crush throwbacks. These are stripes. These are block numbers. These are everything that we have talked about and we have liked about every other uniform is this. Their helmets are the original Denver D with the rearing horse with the two stripes on, or the stripes on it, the orange and yellow, or white, sorry.
Dear
I
Lord.
love these ones. I know. I teach for a living. You think I could talk. I love these uniforms of the Denver set. Is it the best in the league? No. But is it the best of Denver's? Absolutely. I wish they went back to these and not the travesty we've been looking at.
Yep.
I'm going to throw it to Josh first because I want the opposing opinion to come at the end.
Oh, what?
I already saw the head when I
didn't
the slide,
see it.
I saw the head shake. So I'm going to you.
I was okay. Good move. I like it. We're bringing drama at the end of the show. You know. Anyway, yes, I flippin' love it. Now maybe it's because growing up, my stepdad. I grew up in Montana with my mom and my stepdad. He was a Denver fan. And this was the uniform they had. I mean, this was their uniform. So maybe I'm nostalgic about it because, you know, it was the team we always watched when I was growing up. They made it Super Bowl a couple times. And, you know, anyway, maybe that's why. But I think it's great anyway. Even without that fact, Agman, I agree with you. I mean, you said it. I don't need to say it again. I love this uniform. Carissa, oh boy, what do we got? Tell us what you think about this uniform, and then we're going to close the show.
I don't mind the stripes. I don't mind the stripes. I don't mind the blocky numbers. It is that powder-ish blue.
Oh, that's the best part.
Blue color.
Come on.
And the bright orange that do not work together, and they look like Dookie.
It's a fantastic.
Awful.
Whatever.
We were so close to having just, she endorsed our Chargers love. We were so close here.
Now you got to get rid of her. You can leave.
No, that blue is too bright though. If it was the darker blue, I think it would definitely be better, but that blue is way too bright for that. I will say, for
like a devil's advocate on this one, this was their home uniform for like their throwbacks.
Oh yeah.
One thing that I think teams they don't take advantage of, and I think they could do, is having a throwback away style. Because this away style for this one was obviously your white jersey. It was your blue and orange stripes. So any stripe that's white, make it orange. The numbers were blue with an orange pinstripe around it or orange piping around it. And I think they had blue pants with the invert.
That probably.
So I think the away might be better on these ones, especially for your opinion. I still love these, but I want to see like away throwbacks. They always do their home throwbacks. I want to see an away throwback, and that might tip the scales for this one for you.
I think the original Denver D is neat, and it's definitely a very different logo now than it was then. But it's that bright blue that just ruins it for me.
And the crazy thing is that uniform, Josh, I'm sorry for my comment I'm about to make here because I have a feeling I know your reaction. That logo that they have now is 30 years old.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they keep bringing the Denver D back, and it's cool that they made a logo. I've never had an issue with the Denver logo. I've always kind of liked it. I know some people hate it, but if it's lasted this long and they haven't changed it again, not bad.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to close it with this. Davis says, "What are those?" Like, so okay, there's the comment from the gallery. So that's fantastic. And then I will make the final comment, which is actually reflecting Chris's comment. So how's that for full circle? You mentioned if this had the darker blue, it might be better. I have seen mock-ups. Now, granted, they've never used them. Denver has never worn them, whatever. I've just seen somebody who, went on Photoshop or whatever and put that Denver D with the darker helmet, and it looks sick. That said, still a D on the side of the helmet.
They used to have a few years ago. I wanted to just blow past that, so I'm gonna. They used to have one that was like their color rush a couple years ago
Yeah.
was like a road cone orange all the way through, like orange pants, orange
Yeah.
striped jersey, and they had the navy helmet.
Oh,
Didn't
boy.
look as good.
Well, they made him look like a road cone.
Right. They kind of fumbled on those, especially with the white helmet. I'll show you
road
later.
cone.
But these ones are better than what they had. They kind of fumbled with the dark, with the Denver D on it in the dark blue. They messed it up just how they paired it. But I think they could maybe try it again in the future.
All right. Well, let's shut this thing down, man. I said we were going to go not as long as last time. We made it. We're at an hour and 15. So let's show these folks the what is this? The social slide. There we go. That's what I call it. It's late, man. DTD After Dark. Anyway, this is a social slide.
Definitely
so
later for you than us. Sorry.
yeah. Nonetheless,
It's still late for us.
take a snapshot of this screen and go back in your photos at any point in time and just put your thumb on whichever QR code you want to go to. It'll take you there, or it'll give you a link to go there. So the top three obviously are DuctTapeDynasty, Sports, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. The next one down is Agman, DTD.BigSkyCountry, his Instagram. And then the last one down there is Sportnix, his Instagram, which he does those drawings, that artwork that's there right next to his QR code. He's a talented dude. He's our DTD cartoonist. So there you go. That's the end of that. Guys, anything else before we close the show and get out of here?
I'll
And
just
by
say
the
one
way,
final thing.
thank you to everybody in the comments, and we love you guys. You're awesome. Thanks for all the comments. But what do you got?
No, again, I'll echo your statements. Thank you for those of you guys that are staying and watching. This is third time's a charm. We appreciate it. Tonight was a little weird on the internet, but we talked about fast food earlier. We have our picks. I'm going to make some graphics tomorrow and get them up probably on Sunday. We'll have to see. It's either tomorrow or Sunday.
Okay.
Go to that DTD.BigSkyCountry. There will be polls that you can vote on the story for DTD.BigSkyCountry that have our picks and the graphics of some of their logos or whatnot. You pick who has the best lineup. You vote on the poll. We will reveal it at our next show with our next uniform review when Chris and I are back with the duct tape dude, and we will reveal who the public thinks won.
Yes.
Pick mine.
Which, by the way, okay, real quick,
Shut up.
we did not pick favorite uniform combination. So
we
real
didn't.
quick, who's got the best combination? Just one word answer. Chargers. Agman.
Midnight Chargers.
Chargers.
Okay, beautiful.
Midnight
I love it.
Chargers.
We're all in agreement.
We're done.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the heck out of here. Let you guys go to bed because I'm about to fall asleep. No, that's a lie. Anyway, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. You guys are the absolute best. Thanks for hanging out with us. Come back next time. Tell your friends.
See ya.